You know, it seems like there's one actress who you only hear her name when it's Oscar time. This year, no different. It's Friday. That means it is time for Ryan J. Reviews. Yay!
Ryan is a nationally syndicated movie critic, and he's here with his opinions on the films coming out this weekend, which is important for me. I want to know which ones are babysitter worthy.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a great word.
Yeah.
Not sponge worthy, but babysitter worthy.
There is a time when you got to leave the kids at home and go to the movies.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
okay.
this one actress we're talking about is Helen Hunt. We're going to get to that in a second. So
Right.
should we start with Alex Cross?
Yes, this is the new movie starring Tyler Perry. It's not a Tyler Perry production, which is probably the saving grace. He's actually not a bad actor, and I was impressed with him in this film. It's better than I thought it would be, but it's somewhere between a see it and a rental. It's not a must-see, especially when there are still movies like Argo and Looper out in theaters. He picks up here, this is a prequel for Morgan Freeman, who played this role previously in Kiss the Girls and Along Came a Spider. And it's good, not great, but, you know, not a must-see.
So-so. Okay.
That surprises me that he would play something that heavyweight.
Yeah, he's like an action hero in this, and he did lose 30 pounds for the role.
So he's not Medea.
No, he's not Medea. And
that's what we
thankfully
kind of
so.
expect.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So it's not bad. No regrets if you do see it.
What about Paranormal Activity 4? I want to know why this didn't screen for critics, but also, you know, we talk about Tiffany's afraid of Scooby-Doo. So where is this on the Scooby-Doo factor?
I never find these movies scary. These movies don't screen for critics because they sort of know who the audience is, and it's just a bunch of lights flashing and strategically placed children. How is that scary? So,
yeah.
Without seeing this, I have no credibility to say this, but I'm going to go ahead and say I think it sucks anyway.
Even without seeing it.
I don't like these movies.
I love it. What about the Sessions? This is the Helen Hunt movie. Is she Oscar worthy?
She is.
Babysitter worthy?
Right?
She really is. She is, and her co-star John Hawkes. It's a true life story about a man in an iron lung who at age 38 wants to lose his virginity, so he hires a sex surrogate played by Helen Hunt. She's full frontal in this movie.
Whoa.
And they are both Oscar worthy in this film. I actually got to talk to him and the director of this movie about that.
And William H. Macy's.
Yes.
Let's take a look at that.
There's a lot of buzz for this. Are you feeling it? Are you excited about Oscar season coming up?
Well, anything can happen. The fact that people are talking about this movie and putting the word Oscar next to it for some of the performances or the movie as a whole is a great thing for the movie. It's not an easy movie to sell.
Your money's on the desk over there.
Yes, it is.
That was the wrong way to start off.
It really was. Shall we start again?
Please, you start.
I'm not a prostitute. You don't have to pay me up front. I have nothing against prostitutes, but there's a difference. We can talk about that later.
You are the serious actor, and yet, was there ever just a moment in your head where you're just thinking, oh my God, it's Helen Hunt naked?
Well, you know, certainly there is one level operating where I knew that I was who I was and Helen Hunt was who she was, but that was, I guess, less in my mind than the actual scene happening.
And how do you feel right now?
Out of my league.
I meant your breathing.
Ah, fine. In fact, better than usual.
That's great. Shall we get undressed?
Sex scenes in movies are usually sexy, but in this film they're somewhat awkward and clinical. How do you explain the complicated chemistry that John's and Helen's characters have in this film?
I think the chemistry between John and Helen was based on the natural awkwardness of the situation. That the first time she undressed him on camera was the first time.
Wow.
So that the energy from the spontaneity of that, I think, really played into their relationships.
It really does play
Wow,
into.
Ryan.
It's really interesting. It seems like a very heavy movie, but there's a lot of comedic elements to it, and it has a really great theme, and it's very inspirational about love, and I really enjoyed it. It's a slow burn, but I like to put movies on people's Oscar watch, and both Helen and John are really, you know, ones to watch this season, so I recommend it for that reason.
Babysitter worthy and see it in the theater.
Yeah,
See
absolutely.
it. Okay. Love it. Ryan, thank you so much. It was good stuff.
Good stuff. And you can like Ryan J. on Facebook, follow him on Twitter like I have. And for his full movie reviews, check out his website, ryanjreviews.com.
Always great to see you. Thanks for the purple cards that match your shirt.
Yes.
Love it.